What's up, YouTube? Back with another video. LA Mamba. It is February 29, 2024. It is Thursday, 1 p.m. and we're closed today. What's up, guys? Haven't made a video in a bit. Been very busy. And actually the weather out here in Cali has been a couple of days raining, a couple of sunshine days, and then a couple of days raining, a couple of sunshine days. So days that it rains, I can't even do much. As you can see, maybe you can see right now or not, it's a little drizzling right now as I'm making this video right now. So it just goes to show, you know, we're not used to this in Cali. It just throws everything off for us. When it comes to the tire shop business, it does slow down a little bit the days it rains. The days that it don't rain, people decide to go out and do things. You know, just an example, I go everywhere and I see customers all over the place. I mean, you can just call it a small world, but you know, I was at some place like, hey, I was about to see you today, but since it's raining, I decided not to go. Forget that. I'll just go tomorrow when it's not raining. It just is. It's just, you know, the same old thing as like people just don't want to come out when it rains, and so same thing for me. I don't really like to do much when it rains. If I can stay indoors, I would. But you know, I had to come out here and do a little something. I'll show you what I was doing right now. But yeah, lots to talk about, but you know, I can't get to everything in one video. When it comes to the tire shop business, what I'm seeing is that a lot of people don't know what they're doing, messing up, and the customers just like, just go to a place, let me just get it done the right way, you know, even though you gotta pay more. So they just go to the place where they know that they're gonna have their stuff taken care of, you know, putting tires, used tires, whatever it is they do, and then they just go, right? They just pay with the price. You know, people are really busy out here, especially people doing business with the tires. If you know, if you are a car dealer, you know, if you are a plumbing company, FedEx company, I mean, all kinds of companies out there. They just want the job done right, and just we'll pay, you know, get it done, and we knock it out the right way the first time. So you gotta always upkeep your reputation, right? So you do things, you know, what you, just an example, yesterday, all of it, like, so we got like a guy who calls me for some prices, and that was it. He just got, all of a sudden he shows up out of nowhere. I want the tires, right? Draws off 5 rims. He says, okay, this is what I want on this one. Here's the sensor. We got a Mercedes valve stem. It's not even the sensor valve stems you're used to. It's a special Mercedes valve stem, right? For the sensors. One of those, put that on, put that tire over here. The other one, a new sensor and a used tire. Another one, a used tire, which is the exact same brand he wants, by the way. 275 50 20 Pirelli, right? A certain model. The it's in the front. It's the P, what is it called? The P0 all season, I think that's what it's called. Anyways, I looked for it and I got it, right? But I'll show you this, I'll tell you the story. The other 2 rims, 2 new tires, they're different sizes, and then 2 new sensors with it. So one day I'm driving, passing by, long story, but it's kind of like, you know, related through marriage type of deal. So there's another tire shop not that far from here in Valley. I've never met them, but the thing is like it's like the guy's kids, right? So it's like my mom, like my mom's cousin married this guy, that, and then that's the brother, and so like that's the guy who owns the tire shop in the past, and he's in Mexico, but now the kids own it. So it's like real like far distant, right? So it's like not even like family like that, but I guess through, you know, we're tight in there, right? So I stopped by when they're like, hey dude, like what's up? You know, we don't know each other, but you know, blah blah blah. Oh yeah. So then how you doing? We're just talking business, talking tire shop, because that's what we can relate. It's not really through the family, it's through the tire shop, right? And they're really good at tires too. It's actually brothers. So we're talking, and they really know the business really good too. They've been in it since they were kids also. So then and I said, hey, well, you know what, this is what I do. I network with tire shop owners, like, you know, like you never know when you're gonna need something. So you know, say I can save you one day, you can save me one day, you know, let's exchange numbers. And like, oh yeah. So anyways, that happened a couple months ago. And then fast forward, I got this customer, and then I hit up some of my friends, don't got the tire. I hit up them, and they say, oh yeah, I got the tire. So then I go pick it up, we're talking. Anyways, I told them that's why I network with tire shop owners, because you never know when you're gonna need something. And anyway, I got the tire, brought it back, we installed it, so I sold the pair. Customer's very happy. So as I'm driving back, there's already a few hours passed by, like 5 hours or some 6 hours passed by. Driving back to the shop here, and he calls me, the customer calls me, hey, how's it looking? Because, you know, he just left it. It was not like an urgent thing he needed, but I was like, oh, tires, all of them are going to be done in 30 minutes. He's like, oh, awesome, wow. He did not expect that, by the way. And he's like, all right, well, I'm gonna try to make it today. If not, you know, Friday, because we're closed today. And that's the power of networking. It just goes to show that's how it works. And that's why I do things the way I do, because I know the business is really good, and I know how, you know, someday you're gonna need something, and someday they're gonna need something from you. And you know, it's just beautiful when you can help out your good customers, which this customer has been a customer of mine directly over 10 years. I met him at the gym, actually. And this very good customer is, you know, buying so many tires throughout the years, very consistent, lot of business. But he knows, even this guy knows, like, he cannot get what I give him. Like because he, you know, he's done business here and there, and he's always comes back. Always comes back. So anyways, you know, I love the business. There's a lot you can do with. There's a lot. And anyways, that little transaction that came out of nowhere was a very profitable business, right? Like, it just came out of nowhere. It was not expected. You know, when you have a business, you kind of expect, okay, this day I got this truck coming in, or this day I got this customer coming in, and this is like, just with this guy, it anchors a day. Like, just an example, just with one customer, I always say, you know, it's a cliente del día, right? Like, customer of the day. And so, because it's very profitable, and as long as you have that customer during the day, you know you're gonna get a lot of patches, you're gonna do a lot of labor, you're gonna sell a lot of used tires and sell new tires. But when you have a customer like that, it's just like the, how you say it, like the frosting of the cake, right? And that's where you get your money for, like, what you're gonna do or whatever you want to do with the money, right? But when you don't have those customers, it's like, okay, well, you know you can depend on tire shop without that customer. But the best thing is when one of those customers show up out of nowhere, and it's great, man, because now with that kind of money, you can do really whatever you want to do in life if you have customers that could, like, that consistently. You know, I have a bunch of those customers that, like, you know, I try to do, it's not that I try to do, it just happens, right? But like, one of those customers a day, I'm telling you, it's like very, very profitable. And so now imagine, like, 7 days of those, 7 of those customers per week, just an average. That's why we call it the cliente del día, one a day. Then it's like, man, now this is really living right here, right? But it's awesome. So you know, that's why I love the tire shop business. There's just so many ways to be profitable. I mean, if you see what people are asking for, and you give it to them, then you're gonna be very successful. Just an example, as a business owner, you have your agenda, right? So let's say I have, let me just use an example, right? Let me go over here and let me use these tires as an example, right? So we have a set of 4 minimum of 265, 45, 20, and let's just use this size as an example, right? We got the Hankook. I don't remember what I bought them for. I know it's less than $100 each, but I'll sell them for 125 plus tax each. So let's say I probably bought them for $90 each or less. That's why I priced them at 125 plus tax each. So this is just one example, but there's a lot of these tires all around. Like a set of 4 that I bought at a good price. You know, normally these prices go for like, you know, $200. You know, like kind of like double the price for the customer. You know, but sometimes you're able to get some good tires, good prices, and what you do is you buy them, you have your money, you buy them, and you just save them, and then one day you're gonna sell them, right? Well, anyways, when you do that, now you have an agenda, and that is your job is to sell what you have, right? So yes, you also got to do that in your business, and so now what are you gonna do? You're gonna market them. You're gonna when a customer comes in, you're gonna try to sell them the tires. Just an example, right? Whatever you're trying to do, but the point is you have those tires, and you're gonna try to sell them, right? So your agenda is to sell what you have so you can make money, right? Now the other thing is this: if you go based on business, what people want, you're gonna have much more customers and a more profitable business because of volume. So what I mean is, instead of buying a whole bunch of new tires and try to sell those new tires to the customers, I'm just saying that works good in agenda. Now you're gonna do your numbers, you're gonna put them on OfferUp, you're gonna do this, right? But if you cater to what the customer wants, then it's gonna sell, and you're gonna have business all day like a store, right? Like a liquor store, like a freaking gas station, like a tire shop. So what it is customers are now asking for used tires a lot more. So they come, they only ask for used a lot of times. We have them. If they like the price, they'll buy them, and off they go, right? And over and over and over and over. If, just an example, let's just say I didn't have the used tires, and I'll try to sell them, let's say those new ones that I just sold you right now. That's my agenda, right? But if you're gonna do a business that you are getting the product because that's what the customers are asking for, then that's really much more better. And you see what's going on with I see what's going on with other tire shops, and I see that, you know, they went into the more fancy way of like, oh, I'm gonna start selling just new wheels only. I'm gonna base my business on the new wheels, and that's cool when it's a market where there's a lot of people that have a lot of money. Just an example, like pandemic time, a lot of people had a lot of money because they're giving stimulus checks, and all these people had money, right? And the savings. But it's not like that no more. Now it's like people don't really have money, and they have to get from work, you know, from home to work. So they just got to get tires to get them there. As long as they last a little bit, they're happy, right? And so they come and ask for tires, and you have them, they're gonna sell them, right? So it's not really based on going up your agenda that's gonna make you a lot of money. It's gonna be basing off of what people are asking for, you know, what the market is asking for, and that is used tires. So anyways, what I see is the shops that are selling new wheels, you know, that they have like, you know, the high end like lift kits and stuff like that. Right now, there ain't much people doing that. You know, they notice a huge drop in business, and to put it even more, put it like this: a lot of those guys are suffering right now. There's no business. They're thinking about selling. They're thinking about getting out of the business. But just an example, if somebody would come in, buy that business, and start selling used tires instead of the lift kits, instead of the wheels, the new wheels, the expensive wheels, then you're gonna start seeing that shop gonna be coming up again. Why? Because that's what people were asking for. That's what people were looking for. Just an example, like this size. And I'm sure you tired people know 225 40 18. A lot of people want this size. And see, out of all my 18s, which is like, I don't know how many tires I got, all these are 18s, all those, and there's more over there. And all I have is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I only have 7 tires in the whole shop of that size. Why? Because they sell a lot. Why? Because I can't get a lot because they sell a lot. It's high demand. So, you know, this is the stuff that people want. This is the stuff that people always ask for. You know, there's people that call and ask me how much is it. I give them price, and they don't buy it because they kind of feel it's expensive. I tell them, let's say $60 each. They go looking for somewhere else and try to find something cheaper. But the point is that they call and ask for it, though. You know, most people are not gonna like say no to that price. Most people are not gonna, you know, shop around. Most people are just gonna buy it. Why? Because there's not much of those tires to begin with anywhere, you know. So yeah, if I can find more of those tires and I'll buy them, but I can't, so I don't. But that just goes to show like what people are asking for in demand, and that's why you always gotta be hearing what the customers are asking for and looking at what they're buying. So it's always like this. Like 2 days ago, customer comes, hey, I was highly recommended by so and so. I do a drive every single day from like Big Bear to like over here, and these are my tires. I look at the tires, both of them in the back, they're good. I told her they're good, but she wanted 4 new tires, right? Hey, I want a price for 4 new tires. How much are they? And she says, well, since I live in Big Bear, I want an all-terrain and I want a pretty good brand. So to me and you know they're gonna be expensive tires, right? So what I found was the Falcon, they're the AT Trail, right? And that size, which was and again the size was a tough one too, 235, 55, 19. As you know, not many brands make that size, even less, way less, make the all-terrain, right? So what they do is they put the price pretty high, and anyways, I give it the price. It's like over $1,000, and of course they don't buy, right? It's like, oh, it's a lot, right? But what they, you know, talking and what they do, what she does then by buying is used tire, right? So we do like the rotation and sell the tire, and anyways, they want the new ones, but they can't afford them, and they end up buying the used tire, right? So it just proves in the pudding what the action is really gonna happen. If you're a shop that sells only new tires, hey, you're not gonna get that business, you know. But if you're a tire shop that has the used tires, you're gonna get that business. And for that customer right there, I'm talking for that customer. And there's a lot of those customers, a whole lot. And there's gonna be even more as time goes by. As time goes by right now, there's gonna be people even having less savings than more savings. We're already going downhill with the dip, with the economy and all that. You know, it's been expected for 13 years. You know, every 10 years on average, there's a downturn in the economy. This happens to be 3 more years than the last time. The Fed keeps saving it with more money, injecting more money in the economy, but they can't do that forever. And what happens is you know, people have less money, they're starting to make money, less hours at work, less savings. Now they're, instead of buying the new tires, they're gonna be buying the used tires. Just watch. And so like, you know, you just gotta be looking at what people are asking for, and then you're gonna be able to capitalize yourself in business, and then you're gonna be very, very consistent in cash flow, and very profitable. You know, if you do the right things, of course. If you spend the money in the right places, which is the used tires, keep buying the used ones. Of course, when people want to order new ones, we'll buy the new ones, right? Companies, they, you know, whatever they ask for, new or used, you know, you just give them what they want, and they're gonna keep coming and coming and coming. It's like a machine. You know, you gotta look at a company like a machine. They just like, they're not into feelings. You know, they just go and go and go. Just get me in and out of the door pretty fast. You know, that's what they want. On the other hand, humans, like, I mean, regular customers, they're like humans. You know, they have feelings, and they ow, it hurts. You know, like, oh, that's a lot of money. Oh, that hurt. You know, like that. That's how it is with the customers. But anyways, you just gotta give them what they want, both of them, and you have them locked down. They're gonna keep coming back over and over, and then you have a shop that has like customers all day, every day, right? Oh yeah, I'll show you what I came in for today. So pretty much I bought this trailer about brand new, I think like 5 years ago or something. I'm not sure how many years, but I rented it for that long amount of time. Every single month I get paid. I never seen it for like 5 years. And then my customer, he decided, it's actually my friend, he's like, oh, I don't want it no more because I got my own trailers already. So he returned it to me, and you know, at this point, at the time when I bought it, I wanted every single day, every single month, daily cash flow, right? And so like cash flow was my thing. The more amount of streams of income I had, the better it is. And it's true, but when you already develop so much money, and you get headaches with the cash flows, not with this one, but like other stuff, then you kind of realize, you know, the smaller things, you know, it depends on what you're doing, but the smaller amount, you know, I kind of want to get the bigger amounts now, but the smarter way. So like the bigger amount. So I pretty much now care more about the rentals than things to rent out, right? Although it's good, it's still good business and all. It's just that the point is I stopped caring about it. You know, I pretty much got smarter and wiser, and I made more money, you know, as years went by. So the point is, I got it back. I don't really care about it, so I pretty much give it to my sister, right? So now she needed one badly. She would always rent a U-Haul, and I probably showed a lot of you in the videos when they had the U-Haul always here. We're always loading up the junk tires. So every day she'll rent the U-Haul and go dump and all that. And it's a smaller than this one. The U-Hauls are smaller than this one. They're the pulling trailers, not these. They're the pulling ones. So the point is, she really needed it, and I just didn't care about it, you know, and this is a huge help for her. So I just gave it to her, and then now she's gonna be using it. And I told her keep it in Bakersfield, right? So in Bakersfield, she actually lives in one of my apartments. So then I made her like the side yard. I put like new walls up there, and she pretty much kept that big yard for herself. No other tenants can go in there. I put doors and everything with locks. She has the keys, so that whole big area is hers. So I told her, well, put it in there, you know. And so she's like, all right, because I don't want to hear it at my shop. And so she's gonna keep it over there, and you're gonna use it over there. She's gonna start doing business in Bakersfield with this, right? And so for me, you know, it's awesome that I can help someone out, especially a family member that desperately needed this. and so it was a very easy way to just, you know, give it away pretty much. And if it's way more tires than the U-Haul and a lot more, you know, it's a lot better because now you can take more at a time. Maybe for her business, I'm pretty sure she makes more on a trip, that she can carry more tires than you know, I don't know if it's like a quarter more or like a third more. My guess is like a third more. But she was very happy. Anyways, so when I got it back, when my buddy, his guys were like, step on this thing and look over the top, but it's not made for that, so it broke right here. So pretty much I came in and welded this thing right here. So I had like welds right here. I put like this thing and welded it up right here, and then on the inside too, I just welded it up. I'm not really good at welding, but it does the job. It holds really strong, and that's what's more important. They just painted it, and it looks like, you know, cool, decent, you know. So now it's ready, good to go to get pulled tomorrow to I think it's I don't know wherever she's going tomorrow with the tires. But that's what I came to do anyways. And you know, it's really awesome when you can do a lot of things yourself. You don't gotta pay somebody, you don't gotta waste your time taking it somewhere. It just saves you a lot of headaches too. If you, oh, I'm busy right now, I'll come back, you know. And so here's the 69 Camaro. I got it back. I had you know, I had taken it to a body shop, and they just lagged it to the max, you know. And anyways, I was just like, let me just get the car back. I got the car back, and then I just started working on it. I did a alternator, I put a new fuel pump. This is just stuff I knew it needed, right? Before I turned it in. And then I started working on this brake problem. And so I put a new hydro boost, what it was. And the problem was not the hydro boost, so I still gotta work on this car and find the problem, what's up with that. I put new spark plugs. That's been pretty much it. And so I put a fender. It took me all day to put a fender on the passenger side. And you know, I do in one day that what people can't do in 1 year, shit, is what I say. Because I could do that shit in 1 day, and they couldn't do that shit in a year. They had that car for a year, and it just wasted my time, you know. And so now I'm just like, fuck getting it painted. I'm just gonna be driving that car just how it is and enjoying the car. And so anyways, I will be working on the brakes tomorrow, probably trying to figure it out. And I have another car now that it's on the road. And so if you see my other videos, I always had a limo there. I did business with the limo. I still got the limo. We got some rides booked, but I wanted my parking back, so pretty much it's not here no more, long story short. And now I have parking for my cars. So then, just an example, I got the 35th anniversary Camaro, the 96 Camaro, and then the black Mamba right here. What I'm driving right now is the Firebird. We finally got that one done. I'll show you guys in another video what we did, but it's a big build. And now we got the 69 back too, so I got plenty of cars to drive around now. And then I sold one car that I just didn't want to drive it no more. It was fine. It's actually better condition than all these cars, but I really wanted to drive these cars. I like shit boxes, you know. That's what I like. I'm not into the smooth driving cars no more, or I never was actually. But I just like, you know what, I get rid of the smooth driving car and just give me all the junk. Because I like the Camaros, you know, and the Trans Am. But that's what I've been up to recently. It's been a lot of moving parts every single day. With real estate, I can go on a whole another huge story about the real estate stuff too, but I don't want to get into this video. I just prefer just keep it like what we got on now. And there's a lot of things we gotta do in this finishing up this week. But the good thing is that, you know, starting, you know, 2024, it's been a very rocky ride, but we've been able to like maintain the boat steady and moving the boat in the right direction. I guess you can say it's like that every year, right? Every January is kind of like rocky, you know. If you own the tire shop, you kind of feel it rocky. It was not rocky as in cash flow. This was the weird part. This year we had a lot of business in January and February. There was only like a few days that were slow, and the rain days it's expected is normal, so I don't count that. But it just, for me, what was weird was that a lot of crazy things happened, unexpected problems, and I had to work on that and take care of it. Work on it, take care of it, handle it. And pretty much all the problems that I didn't have in 2023 was probably like my best year ever. I had them in like 2024, and even though I had the problems, I handled it real good because I faced the problems right in the eyes and just handled it. Because I did it like that, I actually had a pretty smooth, 2 months. Actually, going on the third month, right? So January, February, we're gonna start March in like a day or two. But that's why I haven't made a bunch of videos either, because a lot of that stuff I've been having to handle, and at the same time, like the rain again, we're not used to the rain here, so I'm not a fan of being outside the rain and stuff. So look, as I'm doing my video right now, it stopped raining. That's how little it rains here, and you know, it's supposed to like come down, but it just doesn't, and it's always like that. Like the newscaster say it's gonna probably rain a little bit, and it doesn't. That's just the way Cali is, you know. And so when it does rain, we don't like it. So anyway, so I'll let you guys go. Oh, by the way, thanks to the homie that came by yesterday. I was not around. He's actually one of the watches the videos, and he came down and brought me food, and he's from Texas, and you know, I appreciate that, man. I wish I was here. I just was busy around doing all these things, but hopefully we'll catch you next time, you know. He came and visited family, and at the same time just stopped by the shop, you know. But appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, guys. Mamba out.